Hello, everyone, and welcome to UAlberta Asset Guided Mindfulness for today. My name's Doug, and I'll be facilitating guided meditation for today. And so we'll be starting with a 20-minute guided meditation, followed by 5 to 10 minutes of any questions or any thoughts, or it'll be space for you to bring up anything that came up during the meditation. So without further ado, we'll get started with the meditation. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to find a comfortable seat wherever you are. You could be sitting on a chair or on the couch. You could be lying down. But whatever you're doing, finding something that's going to be comfortable to you for the next 20 minutes. And when you found that comfortable spot, you might sway back and forth from side to side, just trying to find the right kind of balance you need to be supported during this meditation. And again, we're looking for a posture of alertness and relaxation, 50-50 for both of them, as much as you're able to. And when you found that, you can feel free to close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And when you've closed your eyes, we'll just start by taking 3 to 4 deep breaths to help settle our breathing before we start. Feeling the in-breath as it comes in, feeling the out-breath as it goes out. And when you're finished that, we'll just gently scan our bodies for any tension or tightening or contracting, and relaxing them, softening them. Our face, forehead, eyebrows, spaces around the eyes, our cheeks and our jaw, our neck and our shoulders. Our shoulders often carry a lot of tension. Just softening to the degree that you're able to. And continuing with your back, and your front, your chest, and your belly. Your pelvic area and hips, your upper thighs, your knees, and lower legs, your feet, and finally your toes and the bottoms of your feet. Just letting any excess tension drain out on the out breath. We won't need it for what we're about to do. And just sitting in awareness of your body, relaxing, softening with each out breath. Perhaps sinking into your cushion as you breathe out, as you let go. Setting aside all of your worries and concerns, preoccupations, fantasies, thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future, thoughts about what's going on right now. And just being present. And letting all of that slip into the periphery. And when you're ready, moving your attention to your breathing. And that can be in one of three places often, wherever you feel the sensations of your breathing most prominently. The air rushing in and out of your nostrils, your chest expanding and contracting with each breath, or your belly expanding and contracting with each breath. Wherever's most comfortable. And settling on one of those locations and settling there for the remainder of the meditation. paying attention to our breathing. From the inhale to the end of the exhale and the spaces between breaths. And we're not trying to change our breathing, just tuning into it however it is in this present moment. And should your mind wander, just gently bringing your attention back to your breathing. No judgment, not being harsh with ourselves. If our mind wanders 100 times, our job is just simply to bring our attention back to our breathing each of those times, gently and kindly, without judgment, each time. Just being here right now with the breath. And if you find your attention has wandered, just gently bring your attention back to your breathing and begin again. Every breath a new opportunity to begin again. So thank you for joining me today on Wednesday, April 22nd. And now we have time for any questions or comments, but I thought I'd offer something that you might take into your daily lives in times when you feel overwhelmed or particularly anxious. And this is something that a teacher named Howard Cohn, he's a meditation teacher, had suggested to me after a question I asked him during a meditation retreat about how to deal with kind of that free-floating anxiety that all of us are feeling during the times of coronavirus. And so in times of overwhelm or when you're feeling that anxiety, what's suggested to do is to, if you are feeling overwhelmed, first to just notice it. You can just mentally label it overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed, and just naming it alone can sometimes bring a little bit of relief. There's a bit of a saying in counseling psychology called name it to tame it. And that alone, as a first step, can be a little bit helpful. But then next, to find a spot in your body that feels comfortable, because when you're feeling overwhelmed, not all of your body might feel very comfortable in that moment. And so find a spot in your body that feels comfortable and safe. It could be your bum as it contacts the chair, it could be your feet on the floor, your hands on your lap, and just stay there for a little while. And often what's associated with anxiety and overwhelm is rapidity of breathing or fast breathing. And so take several conscious deep breaths just to slow down your breathing a little bit. And that should help with your thinking, and help to slow down the pace of your overwhelming thoughts. And then if you're able to, tuning into wherever it is you feel overwhelm in your body or anxiety, that free-floating anxiety that you might be feeling because of coronavirus, and seeing if you can just be with it as it waxes and wanes, changes, and just being able to be with it instead of fighting it or trying to change it or shoving it down can be a new way of relating to it. And if you get overwhelmed by doing that, retreating back to that comfortable spot that you found in the first place. And when you feel like you've regained some composure, maybe going back to where those feelings of anxiety are. But that's just one remedy that I offer up to you to use to help you in times of overwhelm or anxiety, which is a time that we tend to be in sometimes while we're in a pandemic. So I don't see any questions today. So I think what we'll do is call it a day for today. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's always such a pleasure to do this for you and to do it with you. And we'll be here any day of the week for you to come back and return to. And if you have any feedback, we would always welcome and encourage it, and are deeply grateful for any feedback you have. And so in the chat, there's a feedback form if you're feeling willing to leave us some feedback. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.